him back out of the cathedral.
Did I see that? Or am I just totally out of it?
I mean, if one of you guys, if somebody like elbows you or something, draws attention.
Wait, this was a 70-year-old man? Or this was the
like a 50-year-old guy with the gray robes came and talked to the old man.
Oh, the older man in the super robes.
Yeah.
Is everyone in church just like not paying attention, or are they all looking?
Like, is it kind of...
Most don't look up. You do see one of the boys from the family kind of like look up and try and arc his head as the nights go by, but his mother kind of like sort of takes the top of his head and turns it back down towards the book.
Classic.
Yeah.
Pay attention, Junior.
I do not elbow Tara.
Then I do not see.
Yeah, I'll just keep watching whatever I see. The DM can tell me what I see, but
Okay.
I'm being alert.
Yeah. Yeah, you would have seen that interaction, but you'd probably not notice some of the details about the like the guy's collar and stuff.
Right.
Let's see. How are you guys going to stay here for the entirety of the time?
I think we found our costume man, right?
Yeah, did the 50-year-old man leave the church or the room?
He left back out the front of the church.
All right. I mean, I think you're right.
Is this one of the things where like we get dismissed from church service, or is it just kind of come and go as you please type?
Yeah, it's more of that. Like it's not an active service at this point. You gather it's like more just the cathedral is open for you to come in and pray if you want to.
Dara, I am done with my prayer. I believe we should exit.
Yeah, like this cathedral, it looks like it could probably house a good portion of the city when fully
if they ever call the service.
Staffed. Yeah.
Oh, we don't want to stay in. Well, okay. If it's time to go.
I believe it is. We have found our calling.
Okay.
You guys, you found your calling.
Yep.
I understand it all now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to be miserable.
Yes, and therefore I will make others miserable. Because misery loves company.
Yep. Alright, so you guys make your way out of the front of the cathedral. Pick up your weapons on the way out. The guy standing guard there kind of looks and says, I hope to see you at service tomorrow.
What time?
10 o'clock.
Starts right when they open.
I think you could learn quite a few things.
Well,
Mr. Miner.
I don't know if I'm the learning type. But you could try and teach, I suppose.
We are adept tutors, yeah.
Perhaps. I must be about my business, though.
And he gives you a judgmental look as soon as you leave.
Yep.
You guys left pretty rapidly after the robed guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not like
right.
You didn't like get up and chase after like a little bit. The grounds are fairly large, so like as you guys come down the steps of the cathedral, you can see the like group of them kind of like moving through, sort of heading towards the gate.
To start chasing him, robe guy, wait!
You dropped your book.
Yep. No, I didn't. Oh, smack.
I think we're supposed to be killing you. Wait.
Okay.
Right.
So
So are we out of the cathedral now?
Yes.
Wait. So what are we doing? Why did we leave?
I point that they're probably like 100 yards or so away.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Like, I'm pretty sure that dude is the costume man that what's her name? Pfizer talks about.
Oh. Does he look like that guy? I saw that guy, right?
Oh, you did see that guy. You have a better idea of what he looks like.
That's why I was like, does anybody poke me?
Oh, damn, I didn't know.
I didn't know either.
I would say from this distance, you're unable to tell. He has that sort of like similar, like sort of speckled, like gray black hair, mostly gray. The guy who you saw wasn't wearing a robe, but he had a similar sort of like facial hair too. Yeah, I mean, from this distance, he could be that guy. You're not. Can't say for sure.
Especially with these eyes.
Especially with that eye.
Right.
I guess eyes.
I have the same problem, so I knowingly nudge you with the spyglass. I'm like, you can't see from here, Captain.
Yeah, you're right. Should we get closer?
Yeah.
Let's get closer.
Okay.
You're gonna try and catch up to him?
Yeah.
Alright. They're not walking super fast, so you sort of like get up to where yeah, I would say you catch up to them when they're like passing through the gate. Tara, give me a notice roll.
Oh boy, I'll also see. I don't think he has an aura, but... Oh, they both exploded! Yes! Go!
Can't fail this.
Go, dice! I got a 10 without penalties.
Okay, so as you get to the gates, you kind of see he kind of like his face turns a little bit so you can see it better, and he does look kind of like the guy that you saw, but it's definitely not the same person. It's similar age, similar hairstyle. That's about it. You do, however, see that he has a mage's aura.
Okay. Wait, when you say like he looked kind of like him, like how much like him? Like a brother?
Not
Distant
that close,
cousin?
no. Maybe a distant cousin.
All the Kestrans are
He's
kind of related in some way.
General age. He's also a Castran, and same sort of haircut, which is like a short sort of goatee and short gray hair.
Oh, the
That's
evil
about it.
facial features.
Yes.
The dreaded goatee. Followed only by the dastardly mutton chop.
To be honest, that's the only reason why I was against the kidnapping of the kids, because they didn't have goatees, so obviously.
If you see an 8-year-old with a goatee, you're like, okay, this is probably an evil genius.
Get him.
We better deal with this abomination.
I'm gonna take him right now and find out what he knows. He's 8. What can he know? Oh, a lot. Look at that goatee. He knows how to grow a goatee.
Yeah, but as you guys sort of get to the gatehouse, you see 4 of the 6 Golden Rose guys kind of go back into the gatehouse, and one of them kind of says, "Pleasant walk back to the library, Archivist." And the man, gray-robed guy, sort of just nods absently.
Archivist. He works in the archives.
Yeah, the library. There is the Gladstone Library.
And him and the 2 other knights just continue going through the gatehouse and walking back into the city.
Well, go get some breakfast. Go to the books.
Yeah, I think so.
Get Mr. Dibs some alcohol.
We should follow this guy all the way to the library, though, just to make sure.
Okay.
Plus, that happens to be back towards our ship and
Okay.
stuff.
Are you going to try and be stealthy about it, or are you just going to walk behind him?
Just walk behind him, talking to ourselves,
Yeah.
just talking amongst ourselves like we're just part of the crowd.
Okay.
Make it very clear that we're not trying to hide.
Yeah. All right.
Walk casual.
Yeah.
Act casual. Cool. It is a fairly major road that he goes down, so it doesn't. I mean, it's not super weird that you're heading in the same direction.
Yep. Let's walk 3 feet behind him and say, "Oh God, should we be hiding? I don't know if we should be following him this close."
Hack's super shifty.
Yep.
Do you think he
Man.
can hear us?
Yeah. I hope he can't hear us.
This might be a little suspicious.
Yeah. So you do follow him all the way back to the courtyard. You walk by there. You see that he kind of glances up towards the tower with gibbets in it as they walk by. But yeah, they head into the library. Him and his escort of Golden Rose Knights.
Does he look at it like, ugh, like he doesn't like it? Or does he look at it like, that makes me feel safe?
He just kind of looked in the direction with an unreadable expression.
Okay.
Well, that's not very much fun. He needs to work on that.
He doesn't seem like a very emotionally expressive person, unfortunately. From the 10 minutes that you've known him from afar.
I think this guy's a robot. Also, what's a robot? Oh fuck, what was the other thing we called? A homunculus?
Yeah.
Except they were pretty lively, actually.
They're like flesh
Are you thinking like hollow?
baby things.
Oh, yeah, kinda.
He does
I mean,
kind of
do-
look like a
Do golems exist?
goblins?
Golems.
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 Yes, they do. They do exist. The Federation employs golems as like a military measure sometimes.
Oh, I thought you meant employs us and pays them. I'm like, oh, that's forward thinking.
No, they don't pay them. They are magical automatons.
Yep. Okay, well,
Always treat your robot force well.
Yes.
I mean, I tell Google at least once a day that I'm on their side.
I always say, please and thank you after asking Alexa to do something.
Alright, so
Stacking up
what
them
do you
karma
guys
points.
want to do next?
Did he go to the library?
Yeah, he entered into the library.
Oh, okay.
Did the escorts go in the library with them?
They did, yes.
Is it a public library?
I mean, you walk up, like, the door doesn't seem to be locked. There's nobody standing outside of it.
Do we need library cards?
You're not sure.
Well, we better.
I don't have a permanent address here.
I mean, having fun's not hard when you got a library card. Well, I'm gonna poke my nose in the door. Yeah, whatever.
Do we want to give it like an hour so that if they did see us following, it's not obvious that we like
Followed the-
right into the library?
Oh, sure.
Maybe go get
Right. I mean, like I said, we've got time to chill.
Okay.
Well, we only have
Maybe.
about. What time is it?
It's like 11 a.m.
Okay, so we
I mean,
still
we
have
have
1 hour
days.
left of our spritz, right?
Yeah, you still have like probably 2 hours left of that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you could go and eat some lunch
1 sec.
in the market or something.
Maybe we
Feel
should.
very safe from magical detection.
Go to the fruit stand in the market.
I mean, let's just go in.
Yeah.
Go in right after.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe wait 5 minutes.
Okay, sure.
I think.
Loiter around the plaza a little bit.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Size up some of those cages.
All right, so you walk into the library. You see, as you enter, it's a fairly nice building. It's got some marble steps going up to it, and the inner part has like a nice sort of like red carpet next to what seems to be a front desk. And the bookshelves sort of head back, and it's kind of like that style where like you go up a couple of levels and there's like the balcony where there are books like going up the wall. So it's about a 3-story tall building like that. And there is a like a statue, a marble statue of this very like stern, matronly looking woman, wearing robes that look similar to the priests from the cathedral. Next to the front desk, where you see a man with spectacles sitting there reading, and he kind of like glances up and says, "Hello there." My.
Push Mr. Dibs forward.
Oh.
Like,
All right. Hello. Hello. How are you?
I got a thick fucking accent.
And I actually know what's going on.
Just fine.
That's good. Keeping up well?
Certainly.
That's good. Not having to lift too many books, are you?
No.
Good.
What is your business in the library, sir?
Well, what is anyone's business? To read and to learn.
Curious company you take. And he kind of looks back and says, you know what? Roll.
Does he have an aura?
He does not. No. He kind of says, is that a Costrin girl with you? Or, not Costrin, a Kerite girl with you?
If it is. Or if she is.
You don't see them here very often. Actually, not at all.
Is there reasons for that?
Well, they live in the forests and further south, yes. Why is she with you?
I'm his daughter.
There you
No, I have no idea what's going on.
Luca would be
Yeah,
translating.
this is important.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But also, she wouldn't be able to say anything.
No.
Right. Unless Luca taught me exactly how to say it, and we practiced it for like a few minutes.
Say, yeah, cousin's daughter. I'm taking care of her. There we go. It's not my daughter anymore.
Your cousin's daughter.
Or like a niece, like that, that thing. She's a niece. Somehow.
Give me a persuasion roll.
I don't know enough about lineage to lie well.
I face palm mentally. And now I have to keep track of what I am to Mr. Diggs to all these different people.
Oh, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Who cares?
Daughter, niece, cousins, sister twice removed.
All right, I got an 8.
Also daughter, yeah.
Yeah. An 8.
Or that was that other guy.
Yep, 8.
He kind of gives you a long look and says, "How curious."
Well, isn't knowledge for the curious?
Certainly so, that is why I inquired. Anyways, are you looking for something in particular?
What the fuck are we looking for? I don't say that, but Mike.
A costume man, about 50.
There we go. I mean,
If you wish to browse, the ground floor is available to the common folk.
do you have?
But I'm afraid you'll need a letter from the cathedral if you are to frequent the upper floors.
Do you have any?
That
Oh, go ahead.
that letter. Whatever we're working for the Macron.
A writ of passage. Yeah, that probably wouldn't work for the library.
Let's get into the upper floor of the library.
Probably not.
I mean, they're a pretty powerful family, right?
Maybe if you peeled the seal off and like made your own letter. But the document that Dio gave you was specifically for docking at the city without problem.
Okay.
So, no, it would not get you into the library. Passport does not equal library card.
Yeah. Could you point me towards any seafaring charts or waterway books, like stuff on, like basically, yeah.
Yes, the nautical section is in the back. Gives you general directions there.
Thank you. Let's go, niece. Let's go.
And me.
Yeah. He just sort of like watches you guys over his spectacles as you move your way back, and like before you leave, the counter says, "And please try to keep your voice down."
What's that? Oh.
Try to keep your voice down, sir.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
He does not seem amused.
That's okay. Pirate.
He's probably heard that one before.
Yep. Pirate. Don't care.
As you step your way back, you see the like one of the spiral staircase going up to the second floor. There is one of the knights standing by it, and he looks very bored.
Oh. I'm
He's
sure
just
his
like,
day will liven up.
He's trying to stay at attention, but just kind of like leaning up against the post a little bit. Doesn't really even look at you guys as you walk by. Seems to be daydreaming.
How you doing there, Harry?
What was that?
I said, how you doing there, Harry?
Kind of like jumps a little bit. Just fine, thank you.
I feel so perfectly safe with the guard.
Wait,
like,
did you just guess his name correctly?
I think I did. With a guard of your caliber on duty.
Thank you.
I give him a little pat on the shoulder.
He looks really confused. And is now watching you guys.
Awesome. That's what
How many sets of stairs are there?
It looks like it's 3 stories. You can see the like 2 balconies above you.
And are there like skylights?
There's windows, but no, there's no lights. There's no skylights in the ceiling. You can see lights drifting in the windows on the higher floors, but
I think we should find a way to come in after they close, and we can peruse as we wish.
There's a skylight?
no, there's no skylight, but there are windows on the 2nd and 3rd story.
Are they open? Can they open?
You can't tell from down here. Upon going outside again, you could look to see.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I suppose maybe we could just go ahead and start. Are there books about like the golden roses, or
sure.
Oh, there are plenty of religious texts.
or is there any like anything about the Macron family, or
Sure, you could make a research roll.
Marchand.
Marchand.
I would say if you ask the librarian for directions, you would get a +2, but then you would have to tell him what you're looking for.
Hey, hey, Libro man.
The name is Edmund.
Edmund, beautiful, love it. You know that? What the hell? Marcan family?
I don't suppose you mean the Marquand family.
Oh, it's an ah. All right, I thought so.
What about them?
How much land around here do they own? Seems like they're the bigwigs.
Quite a lot. You simply having to ask means that you haven't been in town for very long.
Not long at all, my friend.
They own the better part of half of the farmland and pasture land around the city.
Oh, I bet they didn't come across that easily.
Certainly not. The family originates from some of the original settlers of this particular city.
So with lineage like that, they're damn near in history books, are they?
Local records, of course. I mean, they are merchant family. He kind of like hesitates. The city of Hallamore has not had a overly rambunctious history.
Ah.
If you're looking for tales of war, then I'm afraid you will be most disappointed unless you like to read about the Tale Maru.
Well,
If there's no war, why are there knights? Do they never fight?
They keep the peace and protect the people from unnatural dangers. And he kind of like inclines his head over towards the guy sitting there, who's like nods.
oh, Harry. He's a good chap there.
Indeed. Now, is there anything in particular you wanted?
Okay, so now Mike again. What's the Marcan stuff we're looking for? Like, what did you?
More information about it?
Okay, so yeah. So if I were to, I guess, look up their history, where would I look?
There is a section determining noble lineages. I'm sure you'll find plenty of information about them there.
Perfect.
Okay, now
+2 to research.
Yep.
Okay.
He directs you to the right section of the library.
Thank you, Edmund.
Of
course.
I guess.
I ain't got research.
I ain't got research. Do I look like a bookworm?
Yeah, what
Rob,
the hell? I can't
Can't
read.
read most of these books.
Oh my god. So, what?
Well, with the +2, you break even.
Yep. All right, my 6 is the best 6 in the world.
Oh, can I just assist?
Sure, yeah.
But I'm gonna bitch about it the whole time because this is hella boring.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
My 6
We're the worst students. Yeah, I got a 2.
in the world.
All right,
I didn't explode,
so-
but I got a 5.
Tara basically just complains.
Yep. And I'm like, I know, Captain, I know, Captain, Captain, I know.
Several times you hear a shh
I know.
at the front desk.
I'm sorry.
And there are a couple of other people walking around, and they just give you like dirty looks.
I'm sorry.
You raise your voice too much, which I imagine is fairly often.
Yep. I'm sorry. I'm not used to being in a library.
Is there any place?
In a library. That's it. It's a library.
Is there any like overlooks or like balconies to the second floor?
Oh yeah, the second and the third floor both have like a balcony running along the main like drag of the first floor.
Is there any that are like farther to the side or something, or is it just like that main area?
It's mostly just the main area. Like if you're looking for access to the second floor via vertical ascent.
Yes.
I mean, it goes all the way to the back of the library, which is mostly out of view of the front desk, but it is still in sort of like the main area.
Okay.
Infiltration of the library.
It's possible that you could get up there if you were quick and stealthy about it, but
Or a distraction?
yeah. So what did you get on your roll, Mr. Divs?
A 5.
Okay. So you find a good amount of information about the Marquand family. What the librarian said, as well as like their various land holdings. It seems like they originally came here and established themselves, and then they made themselves quite wealthy by like sort of helping people get started and with like a contract basically that they would have a tithe to the family. If they give them like a piece of land and some like equipment to start farming. And in that way, most of the farmers to the east of the city are in some way associated with the Marquands. And they themselves have a quite extensive farm around their chateau. You also get some lineages of their like noble lineage, like the first Marquand to arrive here was let's see, Dorian Marquand and his
it's gonna be
wife.
Matthew Marcondahay.
No, it's not Matthew McConaughey.
No, Marcondahay.
Where'd the hay come from?
It's different.
Oh, yeah. They're
Yeah,
farmers.
this is Dorian Marquand. The current patriarch of the Marquand family is Felipe Marquand.
Felipe.
Nice.
Felipe.
He's fancy.
And he has
He knows what's up.
he has a younger brother named Fabian.
Oh, and they hate each other.
Felipe v. Fabian.
There's no drama records, unfortunately, in here.
No tabloids.
Oh. Damn.
His wife is named Coraline, and he has 5 children. In oldest to youngest, you have Henri, Claire, Priscilla, and then Jacques and Javier.
Oh, they all sound like total douchebags.
Yeah.
Does it mention anything about Jacques and Javier having mutton chops?
They do not have mutton chops.
It doesn't say
Actually,
anything.
specifically says that.
It says
They are also identical twins.
It's a common mistake.
right.
But
It says like a misconception commonly is that they have large flowing mutton chops. This is untrue.
they do in fact not have such things.
This is untrue and a falsehood.
They have a normal amount of facial hair
For 8
proportional to their age.
Yeah.
Well, that's suspicious.
Which is not.
That can't be true.
There's a whole paragraph about it.
There's a whole paragraph. And then you can see the sigh at the end. Someone had to write about it. And no, the 8-year-olds don't have mutton chops. I can't believe I have to pen this.
It does also say that Fabian and Felipe have a sister who traveled back to Castra
Oh.
several decades ago.
Alright, so she's the one who made the contact with the Castran man.
Maybe we could find some books about like the Arnaki.
About like what happened to them here, their presence.
Well, like our group is trying to get rid of the Arnaki, right? So maybe there's like some reason why everyone hates the Arnaki, or just because that they're magic.
I mean, they're also like a theocratic empire slave state which has no laws about magic.
Okay.
So pretty I mean, Halamore has never been like openly opposing them, but they're not on like super great terms, just because of cultural differences.
You guys are weird. You guys are weird. Well, it's about all we're gonna do.
Is there if I'm just like walking around, are there any like nooks or crannies that maybe someone could
There are a
hide
couple
in?
of alcoves for reading and stuff. Yeah.
What about like, are there any like benches that you could maybe hide behind or like skittle behind?
There's some benches. Yeah,
What are you doing?
benches and tables.
Well, we could maybe hide here past close and then have free reign.
Funny. Yeah, whatever. I would hide in a library. It'd be fun.
We can try. I mean, we definitely made notice with that one guy, and so he may be looking for us to leave.
I could leave. He'd
But
definitely
we could try.
definitely watch
Well-
me leave.
He's just a librarian. I mean, he's not going to hunt us down because he didn't see us leave, right?
The librarian and the Gordon Rose guy that you talked to.
Yeah, for some reason I don't take him very seriously. He seems too sleepy.
He seems too sleepy.
He's tired.
He's a bit too tired to care.
So you're gonna try and hide under a table
Yes.
until after close. I should point out it's like it's like 11 a.m. right now,
Yeah.
or maybe a little later than that.
That's
Probably like
that's a long day in the library.
Well,
You might as well.
yeah.
come back later if you wanted to do that.
But they would not expect it.
Probably not if you wanted to hide.
We could just pretend like we're homeless and then like we're trying to sleep or something.
And
Then get
Yeah.
kicked out for that.
you could do that. You could do that.
All right. So are we staying here till close, or are we going to go out and do other stuff in between?
Oh, I don't want to fucking stay here for whatever 9 hours or what is this close? Sorry.
They close at 5 p.m.
Oh, that's not so bad. It's only 6 hours.
5 hours. It's about noon.
Of intense
Oh, it's not
boredom. Can you handle?
Also, our magic aura will definitely be back by then, but that should be fine. I don't
I mean-
foresee it being a problem.
We could go get some lunch and then come back.
Maybe you put some tape on the door so that it doesn't shut all the way.
There we go.
I don't think that works on this era's lock.
Let's also see if we can find a way in from the outside. Because like I can cast fly now, so if there's
Okay.
if the windows can open.
You want to go and scope out the outside?
Let's go
Yeah.
tape going.
Yeah, just take a walk around the block,
Get some lunch. Street meat?
Street meat.
Great meat!
Go down to the markets for street meat.
Yeah.
All right, so before you do that, I
Can't
assume
beat
you look at
street
the library before you leave.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is actually 4 stories tall.
That's big.
It's the same height as the town hall next to it. It doesn't look like the windows look like they might be able to be opened. They are sort of like that tall, like Gothic frame, and like it looks. I say there is probably a couple of them that are cracked open a little bit, just to let the air flow a little through. So you might be able to jiggle it open. One thing you do notice is the 4th floor does have windows, but they are much smaller. They're like little porthole type windows, and that top area it's kind of like like an attic type thing. Like the roof is slanted in, and the porthole windows up top have bars across them.
like the kind of window you'd put if you're trying to keep someone somewhere.
Or keep someone out.
Or keep someone out. I mean, bars have the function of both.
No.
No, they
No.
can't. It's one way.
Bars are unidirectional.
Directional bars. You can go through the bars, but you can't go back.
Oh, that'd be dangerous. Aha! I broke in. Well, you can't get out.
And yeah, there are also like narrow alleyways between the library and the surrounding area, and there is a little back door into like a small sort of like garden courtyard with a little fountain.
How narrow?
A couple of benches for outdoor reading.
How narrow are the alley?
They're pretty narrow, going along both ways. You can put your hand on either wall
Ooh.
pretty easily. So probably like maybe say like 4 feet wide at most.
Okay. So damn, even if you got fly when this would have been a fun time to do that Jackie Chan shimmy up the wall, where you put
Yeah, the pipe,
or you put your back to the wall and your feet to the other side and
chimney.
yeah, walk up the thing. But no need now.
Yeah, sorry.
Ruining your climbing dreams.
Now instead I'll just be flying. I'll just enjoy the miracle of flight for the first time.
Well, you know what? You can climb. You can try to resist, I assume.
I guess, yeah.
I'd probably rather fly. It'd be fun. Like, oh, okay, this is neat.
I can't really see any reason why that would be like detrimental to you.
Because you don't have to fly.
No, you don't have to, and you're under control.
Have the ability.
So you guys gonna go get some street meat, and then
Street meat.
all right, you go back over to the market. The street meat is not as good here as it is in the Cursed Sea.
Oh, and they hear about it then.
I mean, like, it's very like bland
What
cooking.
is this? Where's your seasoning?
Like there's no spice at all.
Ugh.
Where's your pepper? Where's your
It's like, oh, you want seasoning? Yeah, here's some salt.
salt?
I don't care about that enough to put up with this. Let's go home.
You just get like
salt.
just a hunk of like a turkey drumstick or something.
But yeah. So I give the guys hell.
So I mean, it's fine. It's meat, but
You get.
Yeah.
I bet you get no business. You bland makers of meat.
they just kind of like fries. They're like, oh, get out of here.
No, you get out of here with your meat tasteless and dry.
Okay, I'm definitely imagining them with Boston accents now.
Yep.
Yeah, get the fuck out
Hey, get out of
of
here.
Yeah, whatever, you street meat shit.
Yeah. It's all stringy. What is this, rat?
Oh, this is good meat.
I don't know. I'll be.
You wouldn't know fucking good meat if it hit you in the face.
And I throw it at him, hit him in the face.
He's gonna punch you.
All right, let's see if he hits me.
Let's see. That's a 3 against your parry.
No, I just kind of
He
watch.
gives a wide haymaker swing at you.
All right.
You just kind of lean out of the way.
Like, you're lucky. You're lucky you missed.
And the other guy at the stand is kind of like grabs his shoulder and is like, come on, it's not worth it.
I already paid.
Leave him, Vinny, he ain't worth it.
You take your dry, shitty meat and my money, and you just bugger off.
The guy kind of like shrugs the hand off and spits on your shoes like, fuck off, pompous twat.
I'll
We're
fuck right
good at
off
making
to
friends.
Yep, I'll fuck right off to a street with better meat.
All right, so
I love this town.
Robin's gonna ask what all that was about.
It's like, oh, this is just him. Just one of his daily routines, argue with street vendors over meat.
this is garbage.
Yeah.
It's quite the life.
All right. Yep.
I
So
suppose you're amazed why I'm still in this loot. After all these years. This is why.
So I'm kind of surprised he hasn't sold you yet, to be honest.